So recently I was scouring the market to try to find the brightest LED bulb I could for my buddy Mickeys Suzuki Cappuccino project. My dude's going down a canyon run, able to see everything. Instead of finding one, we used a brand new BiLED projector. It's a different video though. I did find the brightest LEDs that I possibly could by reaching out to the company that I know had the brightest turn signal bulb on the market. And so in this box, I've got that H3. We're gonna check it out right now. Okay, so first off, doesn't Boxo make a beautiful box? Check this thing out, it's so good. All right, so VLEDs sent me this stuff. I'm gonna be honest, fanboy style, I can't wait to put up the stickers. All right, we've got some H1s and some H3s because on the Cappuccino, we've got H1 for high beam, H3 for low beam. I feel like I should do that. Anyway, I'm gonna open these things up. This is the H1s. We're gonna test these. By the way, VLEDs, I don't ever wanna carry FlyRyde bulbs like this because they do such a good job. I'm not gonna do a better job. I'm only gonna point you guys in the direction of people that do a better job than I would do if I were doing it. So buy your bulbs from VLEDs, not from me. If you wanna get some like hardcore H1 whatever, I don't carry them because there's better companies out there that do it. So let's check out inside this gorgeous packaging that I never would pay for, and you would get them in like a Ziploc bag instead. So, ooh, looking all velvety, looking all fancy. Now this is something I've always wanted to see. Can I fit this into a mini H1 projector? Let's see, so here's our little driver. Everything feels just legit metal, fancy, ready to just plug in. Ooh, and those little twist off connectors. M8 style, you know I like those based off of my last video. But check this thing out. This looks really crazy high quality. Look at that, freaking H1. Okay, I'm not even gonna open the H3 yet. Let's put this thing in a projector. First thing I'm gonna do is just plug it into, actually I've got these connectors from last project. So I'm gonna hook up ground, hook up power, and behold the massive need to push a button. Here it is. Ooh, oh jeez. I honestly don't believe in reaction stuff, but like that was pretty stupid bright. Like that literally took me by surprise. This thing feels so dope. It feels so good. Okay, again, I was not trying to be YouTubey. That was actually stupid bright. So this is an MH1 7.0 mini H1 bi-xenon projector, 7th version. It's actually still a really good projector. I'm gonna put this bulb in there right now and turn it on and see what it looks like here around the Wii workshop. I am 100% not going to have this thing on already. I'm gonna put it in place first. So I've never done this, it's crazy. Here we go. Oh my God, it fits freaking perfect. I'm gonna have to hold it because I don't have the little chingus to put in there, but let's go. Boom! Damn! Damn. Wow. Look at that cutoff line. Dude, this is crazy. The fact that I've got an LED bulb that's pumping out that kind of light output. Oh, HIDs, run for your money status. This is good. This is a good thing. Okay, look at that though, crazy. Okay, I am very impressed. That's H1, that's H1, that's H1. That means that's H3, sweet. Man, again, when people are doing such a classy job, like everything, I feel like I'm opening an Apple product right now. This is good. VLEDs, hats off to you boys. So I think what I had mentioned on the phone, speaking with Matt at VLEDs, was that this butt of this projector is very likely going to have to have some sort of a modified cap on the back of the Cappuccino light. But Ricky and Mickey are kind of down for that kind of stuff. So I can only imagine it's going to perform extremely well. And the only big difference is going to be that because it's an H3 and a right-hand drive H3 projector, we're gonna have a very strong cutoff line on the wrong side of the road. This on Ricky's might be kind of a weird thing on the road. Oh, God. It's gonna be bright, we know that. Listen to this thing. Yeah, buddy. feel like I have a laser gun or like some sort of future weapon that's about, I mean, it's gonna blind me, but I feel like it's something powerful. I don't even know if you could hear me, but I feel like it's something powerful. It just sounds cool. It sounds like it's gonna blow up. It just sounds so strong. Micro limited VLEDs. Ugh, I just keep looking at it. Okay, I do wanna just make something super clear though. I get hit up by China basically every day. Lots of manufacturers, they push their stuff out to all sorts of different distributors, and they really want somebody like me, like a Western company, to go buy $10,000 worth of their product and sell it for a huge markup and then buy more and then rinse and repeat, and they just hoard their stuff out all over the place. I have the opportunity to get bulbs like this all the time from those companies. The problem is that they're just not as good. They're not as hardcore powerful as this stuff right here. The quality, you can tell. And most of them still don't even want to send me those kind of samples, generally because I'm super honest, and I will just tell you if I don't think that it's good stuff. I am not some paid off big YouTuber that is just gonna say whatever somebody forks out a few grand to tell me to say. No one's willing to give me a few grand to say anything. So I'm being very straight up and honest with you and saying that I looked for the best bulb that I could find that also had the H3 size. A lot of them do not. They only have the very popular sizes. VLEDs had the H3 and they had the H1, which are the two sizes that I needed, and I was very excited about that. I wanna show you up close what the bulbs look like, just a little overview of all the quality of everything on this camera, nice up close and slow-mo. Let's check it out. Again, let me just give another compliment. Like, I seriously feel like there should be an iPhone in this box. It's all like nice velvety inside and just such a killer quality feel to everything. If you're the kind of person that just wants to know that you bought the best thing that you could buy, I'm gonna say that this is it. This looks absolutely crazy. I've seen a lot of LEDs. I know how bright they are when they turn on, but I am crazy impressed with packaging, crazy impressed just by the feel, the strength of this thing, and knowing that these guys know hardcore output bulbs. VLEDs is just known for that Triton bulb, and I would trust them over anybody if they're trying to push the limits with power. And my guys, you have my heart. You have quick disconnects with that waterproof little M8 style connection. I'm so impressed. I'm so happy about it. So we're gonna see some of this stuff in action soon. I thought I was trying to be all sneaky and get far away from this thing so that you couldn't hear the motor spinning, but obviously you can. If you look really close right there, you can see a like for the YouTube algorithm. Hey! I'm gonna make sure that I come back to this video later and add the stuff that I filmed with Ricky down at Throtl as we put these H3 and H1s on his lights, and then we're gonna also throw the H1s into Mickey's lights, and we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison of dual high beam on Mickey's, since he's got those BiLED projectors that we put in there, and then the high beam and low beam comparison on Ricky's Cappuccino. So lots of Cappuccino, lots of high beam and low beam stuff, and VLEDs for the win. You came through. Huge thanks to Jake and Matt over there. You definitely want to check out this stuff. I'm going to put the link in the description to all of the products that they have, and that's the Micro Limited series from VLEDs. Crazy output. I'm stoked so far. Proof is in the pudding though, so we're going to see output coming up next.
And that's me getting zapped by an HID bulb. Yeah, luckily LEDs don't zap you if you plug them in wrong. So now I'm gonna take them on a little trip and test them on the street.
We're gonna go have a very technical special showdown here at a place I know. I'm gonna take some wires here from my little test box, load up all these bulbs, hop in the car. There's a spot I know where we can test the low beam output. Awesome, so let's go. Here we go. All right, we're here. So that is the factory Mazda 3 low beam. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, that's good. All right, so here we go. That was my factory low beams, regular plug and play bulb in there. So this is a mini H1 projector with a Morimoto 5500K bulb. That's my cat. Say hi, cat. Good boy. Oh, actually it's still kind of heating up. It's actually still getting brighter and brighter. Slowly, HID life. Slowly, slowly getting brighter. A car looking very concerned. Don't be scared. Now let's change it to the LED bulb. There's that car. They were scared. Don't be scared. It's just a man in his jammies testing HID bulbs. Karen, what is that man doing? Is he in his jammies? I would love it if they'd turn their lights off. Thank you. So here is the other bulb. And we can see it's at full brightness pretty much instantly. And it doesn't look nearly as yellow. The other bulb definitely came off as much more yellow. And this one, still ultra sharp, instant on. This is not something you're supposed to do, but like, let's do it. So technically you could have this bulb hooked up to a strobe controller. It could be strobing low beams. That's pretty crazy. So there it is. That's like the best ballast with HID bulb versus this best H1 LED bulb in an MH1 projector. All right, man in his jammies, got it done. Handled his business. The blue Mazda. The blue Mazda. Will it rub? It might. Oh man, this is gonna be terrible when it's dumped. But that sounds cool. Man, I haven't had those kind of problems for a long time. Okay, let's go back to the video and I will close it out there, I guess. Like a few hours ago. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss that upload of Ricky's Cappuccino, and I'll see you next time.